Hi, Vintage and Rare. My name's Lance Lerman, and you've arrived at our shop here in Van Nuys, California in the dead of winter. How about taking a look around? Here we go. Okay, well, here's where everything starts with our lumber supply of incredibly great American ash, single pieces. Look at this stuff. It's gorgeous. Light swamp ash, pine, Carina. We even have a piece of Paduke here. How's that for some straight grain? Use this for necks. Every once in a while, we'll make a crazy guitar out of this. And then here's some, bird's eye. Nice. We get incredible lumber here because we spend a lot of time looking for it. Now, if you were going to pick some maple for a guitar neck, this is it. This is what you would pick. Incredibly straight, tight grain, quarter sawn, and sitting on the top of the pile. Okay, here's some bodies that are being prepared for finishing. Here's a pine one. We kind of built this company on being one of the first to do production runs of pine, that I know of anyway. Light as a feather, single piece. We usually actually cut the pine anyway, even though it's one piece, just so it won't cup. Here's pine, here's another pine. We stamp the weight in each one. Another pine. Oh, baby. Alder, bound. Gorgeous. And take a look at this. Ash. One piece. Beautiful. Super light. This one's going to be a bad bone one with a humbucker and our LsL T-bone bridge pickup. All of our pickups here are hand wound by us, and our bridges are made here. Our truss rods, our pick guards, our necks, pickups, everything. Let's take a look at how we make necks here at LsL. So here at LsL, we make our own necks, we make our own bodies, as you know. And here are our necks that are in process. These are just about ready for shaping. And here this is as far as we go with any machinery. We'll knock off the corners, leave this flat, and do the rest of the shaping, the heel, the headstock, all by hand. This is a neck for one of our new Del Rey guitars. You can see, once again, incredible lumber. Straight grain maple. Here's some Carina necks. Incredibly light. These have yet to have the truss rods, which we also make here. And our Satakoy necks. You can see, once again, straight grain, quarter sawn, beautiful. Not all of them are quarter sawn. Some of them are, we do some flat, some quartered. And then, after this, we put in the truss rods. Then we come over here. And you can see my boy, Josue, shaping a neck. That's how we shape necks here at LsL. It's done by hand, with your hands, because it's got to fit your hand. So we'll shape these necks by hand. We don't really care what shape it is because we do it by hand. We can make any shape you want. But they all got to feel good. You may have noticed him feeling the neck. And that's a secret to making a great neck. Now, because we do it by hand, every one is slightly different, but they all feel great. Necks are sent over here, bodies are sent over here, they get sprayed in our booth, and then electronics are put in by this schmuggy over here. Here we are developing new pickups for our D set. This is our first usable set that we like. We've tried about 20 different versions of this pickup, and now we finally got prototypes that are worthy. Once again, you can see the neck here is made from incredibly good lumber, straight grain, maple, quarter sawn perfectly, and the ever important LsL logo. Collect them all, kids. So there's our new Del Rey. We do relicking electronics here, and then we'll fret the necks over here. Well, here's where we cut truss rods and slugs for our pickups. We do it on this tiny little lathe. Maybe someday I'll get a real man's lathe. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. After finishing, next we'll come over here with a gorgeous finish on it. Look at that. Flame maple. How cool is that? So anyway, after that, we fret them. We'll stick them on here and individually press each fret. Then we'll mill them, hand finish the edges, round over the edge of the neck so it feels like a well-oiled machine. Then assembly. I do some of the assembly and I do aging on guitars. And then the final assembly is done by this genius over here, Eddie.
You got something in there. I'm gonna need a bigger bit.
So here we're assembling one of our custom Topangas that somebody dinged pretty good. Thank you. And when it's all said and done, we end up with one of these. And this is a new model we're showing at NAMM. La Perronita, sexy. This is one of the only guitars that we don't use our own pickups in. We're using TV Jones in this case, but all our other guitars we're using our own. We make our own bridge, we make our own saddles, we have our own screws, our own pickguards. Oh, baby. And once again, incredibly light, beautiful guitar. That, strangely enough, sounds incredible. Who'd have thunk it? Here's another one, our new Del Rey. Now that is something you can't take your eyes off. Mesmerizing. Look at that. Ooh, watch the guitar. Sleek and, I might add, swoopy. This is kind of a retro surf modern tiki hot rod. SoCal. Yeah. Okay. Smile, baby. And when we're done, we take pictures and we shoot them out of here. But there's one important step that we have to do with each guitar, and that is name them. Every guitar here at LsL has its own female name. This one, as you can see, is Lapis. And any of you people out there have original names, I could use a few, because it's getting harder. After several thousand guitars, those names get a little tougher to come up with. But we're still doing it, and we love to refer to our little darlings as by their name, which in this case is Lapis, because nobody would remember number 483, but you might remember Lapis.